What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great afternoon. I'll be real with you. It's been a long day. This news came out a couple hours ago, so I apologize, but I got here as soon as I could. So I hope you're all enjoying the holidays, having yourselves some great times with family and friends. Hope you got everything you needed, but I've got some news for you. So appreciate each and every one of you. All of those of you who are hitting that like button, subscribing, anything you're doing to support the channel, I truly appreciate each and every one of you. But let's jump right into this. Avonte Maddox. Well, we were waiting for some of this news. We got Lane Johnson earlier, talked about that. Hopefully you were able to check that video out. But Avonte Maddox now as well looks like he is going to be out. And Lane Johnson, we found out, will be out for most of the probably the regular season. But hopefully not miss too much time in the playoffs. Could be 3 to 6 weeks. We'll see. But Avonte Maddox out indefinitely, no timetable. Son of a bitch. I'll be real with you. This sucks because having him back, you see what a big piece he is. And the same goes for CJ Gardner-Johnson. Now we're waiting to see. That's apparently more of a complex injury. So waiting for tests there. He is eligible to come back this week, but we'll see if he's actually ready. Only time will tell. And Wednesday is usually the initial injury report, and they give us usually all of that news. So hopefully we'll have more news there. But look, Avonte Maddox being out, that is a massive blow. This dude is one of the best nickel corners in the game. He was ranked like 24th out of all cornerbacks by PFF. Take that all with a grain of salt, whatever, but he's kicking ass. And when he's out, it's very unfortunate because Josiah Scott is not Avonte Maddox. So the question will become, what will the Eagles do now? So let's take a look at the updated depth chart with Avonte Maddox out. And I have CJ Gardner-Johnson still on IR because he is, and we have no idea when he's actually coming back. Again, we will get that news Wednesday. So right now we're just playing it as if he's still on IR. So when that changes, I'll change the depth chart. But for right now, you see here, you've got yourself Josiah Scott. Oh, man, again, he is sitting there. Sorry, there was something on the mic. It is bothering me. So you see Josiah Scott filling in for Avonte Maddox there. You already have Reed Blankenship filling in for Gardner-Johnson. So that you kind of lose depth there because Josiah Scott, Avonte Maddox, all versatile guys that play nickel corner, a little bit of safety. So you're down to 3 safeties and you've got 5 cornerbacks here. And, Josh Jobe is a versatile corner. Zach McPherson even. But Jobe, maybe you try to play him a little bit of safety. Certain things, you could do here. But the question becomes, do you want to sign somebody else? Do you want to bring somebody else up? Because with this toe injury to Avonte Maddox, if he goes on IR again, that's it. His season is over. So we're hoping that is not the case. But maybe it's just a few weeks, and then he can be ready for the playoffs as well. It'd be great to get that first round bye. Be great to get that news that it's only a couple weeks and that he's not out for the season. But it's a toe injury, and we're waiting to see what will happen there. But a little bit of slim pickings there, as they say. So we're going to take a gander at the practice squad and then some available free agent defensive backs, cornerbacks, and safeties. They've got 20 of each. So we'll take a look at those. But let's take a look first at the Eagles practice squad. We got a comment here. Let's take a look at that. Bring back Strap. Yeah, I've seen that from everybody out there in social media. I know he hasn't played in a couple years, so I'd be interested to see how he looks. But I would, be interested to bring him in for a tryout. Sure. But I don't know that I would sign him off the street after 2 years. So let's take a look at the Eagles practice squad. Some available options here for the Birds. So Andre Chachere, to me, is the first guy that comes to mind that I would sign to the active roster. He is the guy that, you plug in here at nickel corner, at safety. He's a special teams ace. So you got Ellis on the active roster and Chachere. This special teams would probably look pretty damn good. Those guys are really good on the special teams unit. And he's somebody that, for me, with that versatility, just fits right in. And he did it earlier in the year when we talked about this. So that, to me, is the move the Eagles should make. Andre Chachere to the active roster. But you've got Mario Goodrich, Anthony Harris, Mac McCain III as well. So you've got some defensive back options. And maybe you bring Anthony Harris up. And if Gardner-Johnson's available, you put him at nickel corner. Maybe that's the route with Reed Blankenship starting with Marcus Epps, and then you have Harris and Cre'Von Wallace's depth. Maybe that's the route they want to go when CJ Gardner-Johnson comes back. Not exactly sure, but for me, you bring up Chachere. He can help you in both of those areas. So that is my opinion. And Mac McCain, He's listed on the Eagles practice squad, but I never saw that they signed him again. So maybe we found ourselves a little nugget there. Not sure, but they have him listed. I haven't got the news yet, but Mac McCain there, maybe a versatile defensive back who can also play a little bit of corner, a little bit of safety. So we'll see which one of these guys can get elevated. But with Andre Sacheret not being able to be elevated anymore, he would have to be signed to the active roster. That's why I was saying that. So sorry I left that out. But yeah, he cannot be elevated anymore. He had 3 times, so he would have to be on the active roster. So Andre Sacheret, that to me would be the smart move. But there are some free agent defensive backs out there, and I know there are a lot of names, a lot of people talking about Strap, a lot of other names being thrown out there. So let's take a look at some of the people available out there. Maddox can't stay healthy. Yes, he has been hurt twice now this year. That is a great observation, my man. So let's take a look at the cornerbacks here. You see Alford, DeAndre Baker, AJ Bouye, Maurice Kennedy, Tay Gowan, Vernon Hargraves, Kevin King was the name we've talked about, Nevin Lawson, Cre'Von LeBlanc there for you guys, Zane Lewis, Amon Marshall, Jimmy Moreland didn't work out here this offseason. Maybe you bring him back in. Nick Nelson, A.J. Parker, Darrell Roberts, Ryan Smith, old man Desmond Trufant, Tavon Young, a nickel corner that could really, help out if he could stay healthy. Trey Waynes, and then young man Trill Williams dealing with some off-the-field things. But those are the free agent corners. And then here are some free agent safeties for you. Will Adams, Alexander Amadi, Apke, Brooks, Cooper, Daly, Dandridge, Denbo, and Ebner. Then you've got, on the other side, Everett Johnson, Brandon King, Montrell Meander, Parker, Redwine, Tart, Thompson, Wilson, and Wilson. So there are some available guys. And if you, again, were to get CJ Gardner-Johnson back, maybe you want to plug him in at nickel corner and you like what Reed Blankenship's been doing, I wouldn't be against that. And then you want to bring in a safety to help out with, safety depth. I'm not against that. But again, for me, Andre Sacheret is the guy that I signed to the active roster. He's familiar with this defense, helps you immensely on special teams, and he provides that versatility at nickel corner and safety. So that to me is where I would go if I were the Philadelphia Eagles. Yo, my man, Cre'Von. Appreciate you tuning in, dude. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. Dude, really trying to read at the same time as talking. Whew, it's a hard one. But, appreciate you, dude. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. I got your message on Christmas. Always appreciate you guys reaching out. I love it, dude. And, dude, hope you're doing well and got everything that you wanted. Lost confidence in Scott or Nickel needs to make calls and cover and tackle. Yeah. So for me, Josiah Scott, he has his ups and downs, and when they're down, they're down. So that's why he's not a starter, right? We've talked about that, but because of his versatility, he made it over Sacheret. I was skeptical of that. I like Sacheret more than I like him. So for me, I get Sacheret in here and I allow him to get reps. You remember last year, Avonte Maddox got hurt and he was able to step in. And that to me showed me, okay, this guy can play nickel. He can play safety. He, again, is a special teams ace. So to me, that's the guy. Andre Sacheret is the answer for me. That's what I'm sticking with. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you right now. Tomorrow, I will be back behind enemy lines, and we'll be talking about those New Orleans Saints getting everything on the table here, from the roster to the depth chart, with all the injuries included, their coaching staff, the stats, their standings, where they rank, all of it. We're going to be talking all of it, so I hope to see you then live. But if you need me before that time, feel free to reach out any of these platforms down below. You want to talk about anything, whatever it may be, whatever's on your mind, I'd love to hear it. But look, massive blows with Avonte and Lane out. We'll see what's going on throughout the week with Hurts, CJ Gardner-Johnson. I'll keep you up to date with that stuff. But, hope you're all having yourselves a great holiday. It's, I'm good with Sacheret for sure. I love that dude, and I think he would be the guy for me. So hope you're all doing well. Have yourselves a great rest of the day. Again, reach out if you need me. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You stay safe out there, and as always, go Birds!